So my command for us today is try again. That's what I got as I read this reading. Hopefully you did as well. And you can find your own space. Send, avoid, promise to claim, attitude to change, a command to obey, or an example to follow. But God does indeed ask us to try again. Now that is what's happening with the people of Israel. Now it's not the same people. You know that they chose in chapter 13 not to go into the promised land. And because they chose not to, they were to wander in the wilderness for 40 years, one day or 1 year for every day that the spies searched out the land. And we're told that all of the first generation died off and they were not going to be allowed to go into the promised land. Now, we're with the second generation. All the children have grown up and now it is their turn. And we're going to try again. And so I think for us personally, we see that we have an opportunity ourselves to try again many times. Many times God gives us do-overs. We don't have to pass it on to the next generation. But sometimes there are times that we have to pass it on to the next generation. Maybe because we were unfaithful, because we didn't do the things that we should have done. We were not good stewards of the time and the resources that God has given us. So here we are. After a plague where many have died, the Lord said to Moses and Eleazar, the son of Aaron the priest, take a census of all the congregation, just like he started the first of the book of Numbers. Take a census. They're going to take a census, same number, 20 years old and upward, by their fathers' houses, all in Israel who are able to go to war. And Moses and Eleazar the priest spoke with them in the plains of Moab by the Jordan at Jericho, saying, take a census of the people from 20 years old and upward. Let's try again, he says. Let's number them again. And here's the sad part. Old Reuben, the firstborn, this tribe, they lost so many people from the tribe of Reuben. Those were the ones of Dathan and Abiram, those of Korah. They contended against Moses and Aaron in the company of Korah when they contended against the Lord. And of course, that is a sin we need to avoid. That's why they were in this position, that they were going to have to try again anyways, because they continually contended against the Lord. They did not trust him. They did not believe him. Friend, I tell you, and Josh, I tell myself, we must make sure that we are not contending against the Lord. We must make sure that we are obeying him, going after him, and doing everything that we can to serve him. That's the best way that we're going to be able to avoid a failure. It's the best way we're going to be able to avoid having to do a do-over. But if you're in a do-over, why don't you take that as a great grace of the Lord? We see right here as we read the rest of the chapter, or the rest of the assigned verses, so we have all of the tribes being counted, Issachar, Zebulun, and all the others as well. So, what are you doing? Do you have a do-over? Are you trying again? Would you try it with all your might and trust in the Lord? Don't contend against him. Trust him. Pray that's been a blessing to you, and I'll see you in the next video.